Okay. Thank you for clicking on the video, guys. It's been about 2 weeks since I've vlogged. Or uploaded, I mean. Obviously, I'm not in Georgia anymore. I'm back in my house, in my room, in Ohio. And I wanted to take a different approach with this video, so let me know what you think in the description box below. We're gonna get this started. I'm pretty much just gonna go over what I went through at regionals, but I'm gonna save the reflections part to the very end of the video. The regionals weekend was amazing. You know, I was living in Georgia for like over a month, and I'm glad I went down, because if I would have went down, I would have been terrible at regionals. I wouldn't have had any of the equipment to practice on. So it was awesome. Regional weekend was awesome. My friends were there. We took it pretty serious for the most part during the weekend.
You can see how serious we take training.
Chappelle Show.
Another cool thing was Lucas came down. I didn't know he was coming down. I knew Ron was going to stay with me, but Lucas ended up showing up.
Chicken Little.
16-hour. You've been awake?
What time?
Yeah.
After regionals, Ron and I decided to head back home. Except we took a slight detour to North Carolina, where we hung out, or we got to stay with one of my friends and think tank athlete, Nick Majeka. He has 3 affiliates in Wilmington, North Carolina. I haven't seen the beach since 2012, so I decided to go to the beach in North Carolina. He lives there. He had a house. He let us stay with him, which was really, really nice of him. We got to drop into Reignited, one of his main affiliates there, and they had a team at regionals, so we got to hang out with them. I obviously didn't do too much training, but it was really nice to at least get into the gym atmosphere. Ron ended up training most of the time. I didn't really train. I got some stuff in. I got some cardio stuff in, but nothing really like I would have been preparing for regionals. So it was pretty much just a relaxed trip.
It prevents the water from flushing. Very interesting.
Here at CrossFit Reignited, buddy Nick decided to show us around. This is his gym, over 400 members. Go check it out. He's a think tank athlete, and really thankful that he's letting us drop in. I got coffee and I got work to do, and we're gonna hit the beach tomorrow.
What about my pace it? Ooh, 13. You wanna go for a ride?
Where to?
I gotta run an errand near the beach. So
Okay.
I figured we'll just go drive around.
Yeah.
If you want. I'm going.
So we went to the beach, and he showed me around, my friend Kyle Montgomery. Then we had some awesome cold brew, and that was pretty much it for that day. We went out and explored some food. And then the next day, Ron was training, I got some cardio stuff in, and then we went to the beach. First workout since regionals, then we're gonna head to the beach, but for right now, gonna get after some training. Ron just left, I don't know.
I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany, I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany, I'm cooler than LL. I clap a nigga like patty cake, I clap a nigga like patty cake. I'm swaggin', I got flavor, I got sauce, call me Ragu. I love my baby girl, pussy ball, call her Caillou. I clap a nigga like patty cake, yeah, that away. I'm about to grab the rave, I'm about to grab the key, I'm about to snatch a baby girl and skeet all on her face. I got a feeling that today gon' be a fantastic day. I'm getting tired of that roll, I think I want petite Philippe. It's either I win or you lose, because I wanna accept defeat. And everybody wanna have the songs, well I got the recipe. I'm sipping on Bella, cause it make me feel like I'm on ecstasy. I love my baby, when I come home I be rubbing on her feet, and she be always in my chest. She hate when I be in the streets. My rims taller than my son, about to drop another one. You think a nigga in the band, the way I hit him with that drum. Hey. Sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany, I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany, I'm I'm cooler than LL. I clap my nigga like pancake. I clap my nigga like up in the clouds. I could find a town, trade this city for a place where I can keep the pressure down. Got to save some face. Tired of pleasing all the players when they wind up in the chase. Got to be a place where my shoulders won't be burning by the burning of the blaze.
Okay, so here's the part we've all been waiting for. My reflections on regionals, maybe. Going into the weekend, I was super confident. And honestly, I planned on vlogging it. I planned on documenting the entire weekend, having Ron follow me around with the camera, get all of my emotions and thoughts and feelings of the weekend. But it turned into the opposite. It turned into, after day one, it was like, wow, like this is crazy hard and competitive here, which I expected, but you know, there's no words that you can put it, you can't put it into words until you actually went and experienced it. The experience itself is just priceless, because then you go there and you're like, oh, I get it, like I understand what it takes to get to the CrossFit Games now, or you know, how fast people actually go at regionals. So it turned into me wanting to document for you guys, YouTube, my experience at regionals. But in reality, in real time, I was like, screw this. I need to focus. I need to put in all my effort towards getting the best results that I can during these events. And vlogging at that point just wasn't that important to me. So that's why I didn't do it. I was filled with a lot of negative emotions. I was pissed off, man. After day one, I was in 28th place, I think. And day two was, and that was supposed to be like one of my best days of events. And I didn't finish the way that I did in training at regionals. I finished at regionals worse every workout than I did in training. And that the only thing that I can come up with is execution and performing that weekend. It's not a reflection of my capacity, but I was a little bit upset at the fact that I didn't perform the way that I knew that I could perform. The atmosphere is just crazy overwhelming. It was just so much. It's not really something that you can prepare for. You just have to go and experience it, and then you're like, oh shit, like this is what it's like. So day two and day three were really rough. In day three, I knew I wasn't going to go to the CrossFit Games. I knew I wasn't even going to be in the top 10. I actually finished 36, which, you know, I could sit here and get pissed and butthurt about it, but that's not going to make me better in the long term. This is my first year of regionals, and throughout the competition, I didn't walk, I didn't mope, I didn't pout. Like, I was pretty upset and pissed at where I was placing because of the effort that I was putting in. I was putting in the best effort that I could. And at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for yourself is, did I put in the effort? Did I try my absolute best that weekend to get the best outcome possible? Because you can't control the outcome, but you can control the effort. And that's what I focused on doing. I looked at the leaderboard, I mean, a couple times, but that shit doesn't really bother me. It's just a matter of, you know, my region is really stacked, and I gave my best effort, but I knew that I didn't perform the way that I needed to. And at the end of regionals, I was just overwhelmed with emotions, and I was overwhelmed with the fact that my 2017 season was over. It's done. Like, all of the year and the garage sessions and the training time alone in my room on my assault bike and all that stuff, and editing these videos, was just done. Like, my 2017 was over, so now I was like, what's next? You know, all of the 4 years of preparation leading into regionals is done. Like, I already lived the weekend, which I'm thankful for, because I finished the entire weekend without tearing a pec, which like almost 30 other guys in other regions did, and I didn't. So I got to finish the 3 days, which in the long term, that experience is gonna make me better. It took me a few days to get over being pissed, because I felt more like a disappointment to my coach and all my other friends, but I realized that this is just a stepping stone, and it's not going to define where I go. So all of these like rough thoughts and times that I experienced during that weekend aren't going to be there forever. And it's not the weekend I wanted, but it's the one that was necessary. So it was necessary for me to struggle and feel that pain, and feel what it's like to have to fight for what I want, because in the long term, that's going to make me a better athlete. So it lit a fire in me that I've never felt, and it's going to be a great 2018. So to conclude this, I guess, you know, instead of feeding into the negative thoughts, I focused on what I was grateful for, and I focused on what I wanted to do the next year. So currently I'm in a 2-week period of not training and not focusing on the 2018 season, just focusing on the business, focusing on regaining physical health, and letting myself recover. I started tracking macronutrients again, so I'm going to lock in my nutrition and just taking it one day at a time. The 2018 season, now it's how do I get to the CrossFit Games? How do I get to the top 5? So as long as I get closer to that, then I will be happy. But 2017 is over. It's on to 2018. That being said, thank you guys for clicking on the video. Click like and click subscribe. There's a lot more coming to you guys, but I don't even know how I'm going to fit all of this into this video because I haven't edited it yet. Edited. I didn't edit the video yet, and I need to figure out how to fit all of this into that video and make it look not like shit. So I'm going to go do that, and I will see you guys soon.
I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella, my whip from Germany. I'm cooler than LL. I'm sipping on Bella, my chick from Bella.